Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, rarely has the phrase "shit's fucked" ever been so appropriate.
On that day, shit's fucked. That's not a sentence.
It's not exactly poetry either.
You don't understand. That's the only way to describe it.
You weren't there, man.
Shit's fucked on that day.
Hey, that's what our greatest remaining poet had to say. Granted, all the poets were destroyed, so the greatest remaining poet is Jethro.
And Jethro, well,
He thinks evolution is the devil. Not the devil's work, the devil.
he's the theory of evolution
is
the
the devil. Like you open up the Origin of Species, and it's just the devil's face for 500 pages.
That bird did not know what the fuck was going on.
Nope.
Where's my birdhouse? It's not here anymore.
Where's my baby? Where are my babies?
There's just water here. I don't know why I'm not flying.
Go.
How much time has passed?
You'll find out.
I'm just napping hard.
Yeah, just a long nap.
I love the lack of music. I mean, I know it's turned down, but
yeah, it's silent right now.
It's so good.
Yeah. That's that post-apocalypse nap.
Yeah.
That's the hardest nap.
Where are you really sleeping? You're sleeping a bit, but then you wake up and you're like, I'm not getting out of this bed.
No, I don't want to go face all of that.
I bet if I put the blanket over my face and just, concentrate on sleeping, I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah. Go back to sleep, and then maybe I'll die this time.
Maybe I just won't wake up.
Maybe I'll just be dead.
And have to face the fucking nightmare that is what the world has become. Celeste, at last, quack.
I wish he quacked in the way Moogles say Kupo. I feel like I've been sleeping forever. For 1 year, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. A whole year passed.
You watched me for a year, and he's like, I mean, yes.
Don't worry, I'm impotent. What?
Yep.
Somehow that makes it worse.
Don't worry, I bathed you and stuff.
Cleaned your poop.
You pooped a lot. You would have no idea how much poop happens in a year.
They never address that with characters who are in a coma.
Yeah.
In media. They would just like wake up and it's like, oh, where am I? And it's never like, oh, you've suffered muscular dystrophy and you've been shitting yourself for a year.
Imagine, that awkward moment when you're cleaning the poop and then the person wakes up at that time. And you're like,
I bet you
drop the leg.
I bet you pray that's not the moment.
You probably try to get through those times really quickly. So you're like, all right, you're like flick them in the nose a few times. You gonna wake up? Okay, let's do this.
Well, you get it down to like a 5-minute process, and you do the math in your head. And you're like 5 minutes. That's whatever percentage of a day. So that's the percentage that on any given day they're gonna wake up to me cleaning their poop.
The butt is really not designed to aid in poop
pooping.
cleaning.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like fucking.
It's this deep cleft.
Like I often think about, no pun intended, how shitty it's gonna be to clean up a baby's poop.
Yeah.
Fuck. What is your game plan? Like, imagine if you had to do that to an adult, like helping out, like I don't know, an adult person clean. Like, how do you go about doing that? And nothing made for wiping butts is ever bigger than a hand.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't make sense for it to be bigger than a hand. But that's the other problem, is that, you do want more surface space, but the hand can't handle anymore. It's just, why don't they just have, like, portable hoses?
I like how Sid just went all to go take a nap inside of Celeste's poop bed.
Yeah.
Like, it's still warm and smells like you. If you don't mind, I'm just going to crawl in.
Yeah.
You want to go get a fish?
Yeah, he's sick, and so you have to go get him these fish. And this is actually a very long process, but I cut out most of it. Just like how there were hidden points for that banquet, here there are hidden fish points. So if you feed him good fish, i.e. the fish that are moving quickly, he gains points. He gains 5 points for a good fish. If you feed him the slower fish, he gains fewer points. but he's constantly losing points while you're away. So if you feed him enough good fish, he builds up points fast enough to hit a certain threshold where what happens here is he gets all better. And then he's healthy and he survives. If you don't feed him the good fish, he loses points and then hits the negative threshold where he will die. And Celes will attempt to kill herself.
Oh my god.
What happens is, because as far as she knows, he's the only person left in the world. Right? And Sid says, there were other people here with us, but over time, they all lost their will to live. So they had to go to the top of this hill on this island and cast themselves into the sea. And so Celes does exactly that.
Holy shit.
But then she washes up on... I probably should have done that because it's much more dramatic. And there's no reason to save Sid. It doesn't get you anything later. It just... You get this nice little goodbye.
Does it mention anything about the fish, or is that just something you have
No,
to
that's just something
think?
you have to figure out. Yeah.
That's fucking
Yeah.
real cool.
But what happens is Celes has this moment where she's crying and she throws herself into the sea, but she washes up on that beach. And she goes back to the house, and she finds a note from Sid explaining all of this and explaining that there's something in the basement for you. And then she finds that raft and then still floats out to the beach.
This is
like
fucking
this.
crazy.
Yeah. Like, it actually just occurred to me that a Final Fantasy character attempts to commit suicide.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
And how crazy that is.
It just, well, the world is fucked.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I saw a god king just destroy these fucking magical beings like it didn't matter, and then everything fell apart and caught on fire. The world blew up a bit.
The sea is red now, I guess?
And music's gone. And music was a big part of our lives here.
It just seemed to always be playing when we were around, you know?
What tower?
Kefka now just has a big old tower.
Big old penis he built.
Basically, yeah. It's not unlike the pillar in Magica. On that day, debris from all over the world floated eerily to the center of this landmass and formed that tower. It's a tower of garbage, too. That's the thing. It's just a tower of garbage that Kefka is sitting atop.
Get your whole town
Yeah.
fried.
Yeah. And don't talk to the fire, it'll burn you.
Kefka, you're a dick. And Kefka's like, where are you from? Oh, that town over there? I'm gonna go fuck it up now. Oh, no! I meant I was from the other town.
I'll fuck up both of them. No, shit. That guy gives you a little bit of a hint as to an ongoing side quest for the entire world of Ruin.
Huh.
There are 8 dragons hidden around, and once you kill all of them, you get the final Esper, which teaches you the ultimate magic, which is Melton, which you won't use because it hurts your party as well. Though the damage is very, very, very high. But that's why you don't want to hit your party with it. There's nothing actually in that town. They just talk to you like, oh yeah, the world's fucked up. Just everywhere you turn, it's fucked. Look over here, fucked. Look over there, pretty fucked.
It's cool to let you play in the part of the game where the world's fucked. Usually it's like, let's avoid the world getting fucked.
Yeah, normally there's like a last minute, ass pull where the world gets saved. This game has the kind of balls to have the apocalypse be its act break.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts.
Yeah. Why do I need to go save the house? Which means Sabin is holding it up.
It's just like a door jam. It's like, Sabin, you can move. It'll be okay. Everything else on the house has already fallen. Man, this game is going timer crazy.
Yeah. So you have 5 minutes here, 6 minutes here, 4 minutes here. Go find this dumb kid. I'm scared, there's monsters in my house for some reason.
Monsters are just your reality now, kid.
Get used to it. The world is a nightmare. Wait. Oh, you're done. Okay. Oof.
My arms are tired. My shoulders burn.
Just flew into town, though. Get it? You told the joke backwards, Saban.
I don't get humor.
I do get bench presses. I can eat meat.
Whole lot of meat. What are you laughing for in a time like this?
No, don't you get it? That's the whole point of this game, is to laugh in the face of disaster.
A minor thing, you dick.
It's like we could give up, but fuck that. Fuck that noise. Actually, I was having a hell of a time writing about this game for my inevitable debrief, but I did finally crack it.
Yeah.
And wrote it down, and I'm quite happy with it.
Nice.
Like, man, now I gotta sit on this for a few weeks and find other content to fill the void.
Sit there.
Guess I'll just write this shit post about Crash Bandicoot coming to Overwatch.
Had a few people on Twitter respond to that, say some stuff, had a little conversation going. Like, some people were like talking back and forth about how fake it was. And I was like, hey now, it's unlikely but not ruled out. And then they stopped talking.
Yeah.